so high, like so high. I can't believe it. You don't need to be this like extremely frugal person to accomplish your goals. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to our new monthly tradition talking about what I spend in a month. Now, I have a little bit of anxiety in my belly right now because I just sat down, did, the full look over of everything that I spent, and I knew that I moved a lot of money around. I knew that I spent a lot of money in September, but I didn't realize that the grand total was as high as it is. There's a reason for everything. We will talk about it, but I guess it's just the perfect time for me to remind you guys, or to let you know if you are new, I am not an expert, and I am not sitting here saying, this is how much you should spend in a month. This is, what a great budget looks like. No, this is what me, Zoey, 27-year-old from Montreal, spent this month. It's much higher than my previous months, and it's just kind of the way it went. So I'm doing this because I'm nosy. I like knowing about other people's finances and seeing what they spent. And I know some of you out there are nosy too. So thumbs up for being nosy. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. I post a lot of videos about lifestyle and personal finance, always being super open and honest. And whether or not you're new, please like this video by clicking the thumbs up button because it really supports my channel. Now, speaking of supporting my channel, we have the coolest, the most exciting, big deal over here sponsorship for this video. I am so blown away to say that today's What I Spend in a Month is sponsored by PayPal. I am so excited to be working with PayPal on today's video. I've been using PayPal for years for many aspects of my life, whether it's online shopping, sending money overseas to friends or to colleagues, or getting paid for my freelance and content creation work through PayPal. With PayPal, every transaction is so simple and straightforward. You log in and within a few clicks, you are done. It's so much more simple and modern than my online banking platforms, which literally have me Googling anytime I need to do something. With PayPal, sending money to my friends in the United States or to my manager in France takes seconds. I gotta get this part right. A currency conversion spread will apply for transactions outside the US to convert USD to local currency. And transferring money from friends or work to my own bank account is quick and easy. Now, one of my favorite ways to use PayPal is for online shopping. I'm sure we've all seen the button pop up when we're shopping on our favorite websites. You guys know I'm a bit of a shopaholic, and PayPal makes it so easy. Honestly, it may be a little too easy. Rather than filling out all the forms, entering your contact and your shipping and your billing info, your credit card number, you just click the PayPal button. You are automatically logged in if your browser is recognized. All of your information is input for you, and your transaction is completed securely. When you pay through PayPal, your purchase is actually encrypted. This means that you are protected from hacks, from frauds, from other nasty things that no one wants to deal with. And if anything were to go wrong, your purchase is backed by PayPal. PayPal protects eligible purchases if anything goes wrong. Terms and limitations apply. To me, PayPal is synonymous with simplicity and peace of mind. I have had my account for years and plan to continue using it for many, many years. And that is why I am so thrilled to be working with PayPal on today's video. This is the coolest part, you guys. I have my own special link if you want to sign up for PayPal. It is free to create an account. I will have my link on the screen here and down below. If you click on it, it's really going to mean the world to me. You guys, that was a very scripted sponsorship, but seriously, I use PayPal almost every single day. I love that brand so much. When they reached out to work on a video together, I screamed. Such a pinch me moment, and I am so grateful to them for sponsoring this video. So yes, obviously I filmed that sponsorship on a different day, but everything is from the heart. I love PayPal, and many of these purchases we are going to be talking about today were spent using PayPal. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Here is everything I spent in a month as a 26-year-old in Montreal, September 2023. I don't think I can stall any further. Let's go. All right, my laptop's on the floor, so if I'm looking down, that's what's up. Let's start with my fixed expenses. These are basically always the same. However, we do have a little twist for this month that I'm really excited about. So first things first, home rent is $875. That includes my electricity, my hot water, my internet, and it includes my indoor parking. So that is what I pay to share this 1-bedroom condo with my boyfriend. I then rent an office because I am a freelancer, and it's funny because I rented that office to be able to like film there and stuff, and I end up just always filming from home, but it is my space where I go when I need to be like super productive. So that office is a pure business expense actually, but it costs me $750 a month. That also includes the electricity, the internet, blah, blah, blah. I had my first car payment of September. It comes out right around the beginning of the month. That was $104. That is the car payment towards the loan that I had. I also have to pay insurance on my office, which is $103. My last fixed expense is usually the $104. That is my second car payment of the month. But this month, as you guys may have seen, I decided to just wipe out that loan, wipe out the rest of my debt kind of once and for all, hopefully, and I made a larger payment, $537, to just clear off and close that loan. It felt so good, so I will link that video down below if you haven't seen it yet. I basically just made a little video story time about paying off the end of my debt on camera and talking about my whole entire debt-free journey. So that was a big milestone for this month. It also means moving forward that I have $200 less of fixed expenses, which is $200 that will now be going into savings every month. So really happy about that. Definitely a weight off of my shoulders now being debt free. I'm so proud of myself, and let's just take another moment to thank you guys for being along that journey with me. And it just goes to show, you know, you can live a nice life. You can maybe spend a little too much like me sometimes, and you can still focus on your debts. You don't need to be this like extremely frugal person to accomplish your goals. I think you can find ways to accomplish your goals that fit with your current lifestyle. Obviously, you're gonna need to make certain adjustments, but I just feel like so often what we see online and in the personal finance sphere is these people who seem to be perfect all of the time. And I know when I was getting started, I felt like I had to be in no spend, be so frugal, be so perfect if I wanted to achieve my goals, and it's simply not true. Rant over. So my fixed expenses total was $2,369.41. So a little bit higher than usual because of that extra loan payment. Next, let's talk about groceries. This category, for the first time in like a very long time, I actually increased my budget from $400 to $450. You guys may know I do the cash envelopes method of budgeting. So groceries is a category that I pretty much always try to stick to with cash. As you can see on the screen, there were a few instances where I didn't have my cash envelopes on me, so I spent on credit, but then I reimbursed myself. So I take the money out of the cash envelope, put it into a separate envelope called spent on credit, and then I will take that envelope and bring it to the bank any day now, actually. So in total, I was right on the money for groceries. I spent $446. A few, I guess, just notable things is I did buy dinner out of this groceries envelope because we were on a road trip, meaning that we couldn't eat there was no groceries to be had. So I just took it from this category. It just made sense. I also bought some supplements. I bought this giant tub of collagen powder through the groceries envelope because I haven't yet figured out how I want to budget for things like protein powder and supplements. So for this month, I tried taking that out of the groceries envelope and it worked. But yeah, $446 was the grand total here. Gas, everyone's least favorite category. I usually budget about $100 for gas and I spent $100. I just go and I press like the 100, like prepay, and I fill it to $100 and that's it. Okay, this category is actually my nightmare, which is car stuff. Whenever this category pops up, I'm like, ugh, come on, because you guys know the story. Like, I love my car, especially now. Like, I'm so grateful that my car is owned by me outright, no more car loan. But I just hate paying for like repairs, oil change. Oh my gosh, the winter tires are coming up. Oh shit. Pardon my French, but I just remembered, I think this is the year that I actually need to buy new winter tires, and that really sucks. Like, actually gives me an even bigger pit. Anyways, that's not what I'm about to complain about. I had to do some like really boring stuff with my car. I had to get it inspected. I got my license plates like changed. So the inspection was $145. Changing my plates was $307. In the long run, the reason I did this is because in the long run, it is going to save me money, but obviously upfront, I did have this big expense. And then I also bought like a decorative license plate that was $40. So all in all, I spent $493, almost $500 on car stuff. The biggest expense of $300 I took out of my debit card, so I wasn't like a surprise payment later. But overall, just looking and being like, oh my God, I spent $500 on like what feels like nothing, like it's nothing fun. It just sucks. The next category is transportation. This one is always the same. It always equals out to about $50, and it is for my bike sharing, which this I believe is the last month I'm gonna do it because we're gonna move into winter, unfortunately. And then I buy a 10 pack for the Metro, which is like $33, something like that. Home category, I budgeted $50 here. I ended up spending $57, and all of this was some stuff that I bought on Amazon. I bought ankle weights. I bought a new phone case. I think it was 2 new phone cases, actually. Anyways, that added up to about $57, so pretty much on budget. That was another one where I pay on credit on Amazon and then I take out the $50 from my cash envelopes. The next category is healthcare. I decided to treat myself and get a massage this month. I deeply regret it. I have the hardest time finding a good massage therapist in Montreal. I have tried so many, and like, I want to say I hate them all. I don't hate them all as people. I just don't enjoy my experience. I just find they never give me that relief that I'm looking for. Basically, I have this massage therapist in Ottawa who, she beats me up is what I like to say. Like, she goes hard, she goes into your muscles, it freaking hurts, but you feel so good after. Like, the whole day that you get the massage, you're kind of sore, but then the next day you just feel an insane relief. And I just can't get that from anyone else. Like, I can't find the right massage therapist in Montreal. The other thing that drives me insane is that a lot of places now, a lot of like massage clinics, even if they're like a sports massage or they're, you know, like a registered professional, they're asking for a tip, which personally I just don't understand. I've never paid for a tip at like my other massage clinic. I've never paid any professional, like, you don't tip your therapist, you don't tip your osteopath, like, so why do you tip your massage therapist? I don't know. I don't understand. If any of you guys know differently, let me know. But it just makes the whole experience very disappointing for me because I'm like, I didn't get what I want. I paid more than I anticipated, and like, ugh. I also don't have insurance, right? So it sucks. Okay, personal care is the next category. Off the top of my head, I can't remember how much I budgeted. I wanna say I budgeted $100. I bought a mascara for $14, and then I got my nails done. I do like an SNS dip powder on my nails, and that cost me $57. Here's a little, they're kind of grown out now. It's time to go get them redone. Workouts, this is a new category. I usually try and spend nothing because I do go to a spin and bar studio, but I used to work there, so I actually get my classes for free. So I don't like to pay for other workouts because I'm like, I have, you know, free workouts at this amazing studio. But I did incur a cancellation fee because I like forgot to cancel my class in time, and I ended up having to pay $17 for my missed class, which sucks, but hopefully that will just teach me a lesson that like, as soon as I think I need to cancel it, like, do it right away. Then, this is kind of a funny story. I played myself because I signed up for the 7-day free trial of Form by Sammy Clark. It's like an online workout platform. It's actually my second time signing up for the free trial. So I used a different email address thinking I was slick because the first time I did the trial, I signed up and then I never did a workout. So I was like, let me try this again. If I like it, I will sign up. I noticed though that they never gave me the free trial. They just charged my credit card. So I reached out to them and they were like, yeah, your credit card already was like registered for a trial. Like, nice try. They were nicer than that, but I was like, shoot, I got caught. So it ended up just signing me up for the 1-year subscription, which was about $140. I'm okay with it because I did want to get like a good at-home subscription. I find the price is reasonable, $140 for the whole year. And now I just better freaking stick to it. The thing is, with the winter coming, and home workouts are something that I'm trying to get myself to enjoy because they're convenient. They're just so much easier to fit into your schedule, especially me with like having Maggie with her separation anxiety. It's harder for me to just leave the house on a whim. I have to like very much schedule it, make sure that someone can stay with her. So all of that to say, I'm okay with this purchase, but I was hoping it would have come out in October's budget, not September with that whole free trial, but hey, it was my own fault. So all in all for workouts, I spent $145 and none of this was expected. So that does hurt a little bit. Next category is books. I did myself a little splurge on Indigo. I bought 2 journals and 1 book. I'm definitely going to return the book and I'm going to return one of the 2 journals. In total, this whole purchase was $55. So I'm expecting to get like, let's say half of it back. Now, the reason I'm going to return the book is because my money highlight of the month is that I finally, after what, like 8 years or 7 years, I think 8 of living in Montreal, I finally went ahead and got myself a library card, which I'm so excited about. Back when I lived in Ottawa, I was the library's #1 fan. I would take out a bajillion books, read them all, love it. It's basically like having an unlimited gift card to your favorite bookstore. So I finally went and got my library card. I pre-ordered like a bunch of books, so they're on their way to my library, and I'm just gonna return that book that I bought and get it from the library. If I love the book after having it from the library, then I can buy it. I think that's gonna be my new rule, is like read it once. If you think you'll read it again, or if you just loved it and want it in your library, then I'll go buy it. But otherwise, like free books, who doesn't love that? Okay. Here's where things start to get a little ouch. We have the skiing category. So the time had come to purchase my ski pass for the season. I also decided this year to invest in some ski lessons for myself. This is going to be my 3rd winter skiing, and I just want to kick it up a notch. A lot of my friends are better than me and I want to like have more fun and keep up with them, and I would love to like be able to like go on harder hills and go in the park. Like, it's going to be my 3rd winter at that mountain. I've done all of the easy hills, and it's not that it's getting boring, but I definitely want to like spice things up a little bit. So I'm very grateful I had the money. Like I paid for it, I planned for it, but it's still a lot of money. In total, this came out to $1,055 for the pass and for the lessons. Not to mention, I still have to get my skis for the season. I am going to go on the hunt for some very affordable used skis. That's like my next mission. But yeah, skiing is an expensive hobby. It's an expensive sport, but I just think it's important when you live in a place that's cold like Canada, not that you have to do downhill skiing, but that you find some way to enjoy winter, because it's so long. Winter can straight up be so depressing. Skiing is something that over the past few years has been like a light to my winter times. So I'm happy to pay for it. Well, I'll pay for it. I'm happy once I'm there. I actually don't like paying for it, but there you go. In preparation for an upcoming vacation, I booked a hotel for 1 night in Las Vegas. Caesar's Palace, $129. Everything else related to that vacation, I actually purchased on points. So that was really, really cool. Then we have the Maggie category, where I finally came to terms with reality. I was always under budgeting for Maggie. I'd budget like $60 and then be surprised when I spent $200. So I finally upped my budget in cash, and I was able to very peacefully stick to my budget, pay for things related to her care, and it felt so much better. In total, I spent $186, which was 2 trips to the dog sitter, 2 overnights. And then I bought her food, and I bought her like a new poo bag holder. So glamorous. Then we have the coffee category. I always budget $40 for coffee. I might have bumped it up to like $45 or $50 this month actually. Only ended up spending, what is it, $38. But this is actually cheating because I found my old prepaid credit card. You guys may remember when I used Coho, the prepaid card, and it had a $40 balance on it. So I spent that $40 and I mostly spent it all at Starbucks. Like pretty much all of it I spent at Starbucks. But hey, it's off the books, it's off the record. Next category is dining out. I just brought my laptop a little bit closer here to see if there were any notable purchases. I bought like a lot of snacks, bagels. I went to the Brum Fair and bought dinner, and really, really funny story for you guys. So I always grab my receipts whenever I purchase something, and I don't always look at it straight away. So I grab my receipt. Then I bring it home, put the receipts on my desk, wait like a week, and then I go to input the receipts, and I see this one little receipt that says Ayurvedic Spa, Montreal. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, did I go there? Like, so I look it up. It's in a completely different part of town that I live in. It's like out in the suburbs. And I'm like, well, I never went there. So I text JS and I'm like, hey, is this yours? Like, when did you go there? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna sound creepy, but like I know most of his comings and goings. And I'm like, where does this receipt come from? Then I started spiraling and I'm like, did JS like bring this home? Like, is he seeing an Ayurvedic woman? I'm like, I wish I went to the Ayurvedic spa. Maybe they would have given me a better massage. No, anyways, I'm just being silly, but it really was a mystery. JS was like, where the heck is that from? We looked at the dates and we were in Granby that weekend. So it doesn't even make, like, we weren't even in Montreal at the time that apparently somebody went to the Ayurvedic spa. So I'm like, what the heck? I thought maybe the receipt made its way into the house like by accident. Like, I don't know how it came into the house, but I was like, whatever. Then in preparation for this video, looking through my credit card statement, I see the actual charge on my credit card, Ayurvedic spa. And I'm like, what the heck? It's impossible that someone stole my card and went to the spa, because they wouldn't have stolen my card and then given my card back to me and given me the receipt. So I'm like, this has to be something else, like someone who owns the Ayurvedic spa also has another business that I purchased from. Anyways, mystery solved. It was at the Brome Fair. I bought food, and I guess the people that I bought the food from also own the Ayurvedic spa or have ties with them or something. The food was Filipino, it was delicious. And that was the solve of the mystery, but it was a mystery. Okay, here's something interesting, you guys. So if you look at the last two lines, we have Sunday drinks for $30, and then we have a Greek dinner for two for $30. So one Sunday afternoon, JS, Camilla, and I, we went for like a really cute, trendy Sunday afternoon drinks. I got a soda, but it was like some artisanal soda, and JS got a glass of wine. I paid for both of us, and it came out to $30. $30 for two small beverages. Later on, we go out for dinner. We go to like this just like cozy family Greek spot, and it costs $37 for so much food for two of us. And that just goes to show that dining out can be affordable or it can be crazy expensive. Now, I don't regret the drinks because it's something that I do so infrequently that I'm happy for it to be a treat. But old me was doing that at least once a week. At least once a week. That's what I was doing. Like, I can't believe it. And I would get more than one thing. Like anyway, they say they miss the old Zoey. Don't tempt me. So my dining out total was $204. I can't remember exactly how much I budgeted. Somewhere between $200 and, no, it was $200. It was $200, I remember, because I wanted to bring it down. So we're right on the money with $200. Very happy with that. Final category is treat yourself. This one is a little bit confusing. So you guys might see on the screen, I bought a pair of cowboy boots for almost $400, which is so much money, but I thought about them for a very long time. I tried them on, stepped away, couldn't stop thinking about them for like a week. So after a week, I said, you know what? If you have the cash, you can buy it. So I gathered like all of my spare cash, my kind of leftover savings, and I bought the cowboy boots. I also made a deal with myself that if I bought them, I would go through my closet and sell like some shoes that I don't wear anymore, or maybe some clothes that I don't wear anymore, which I did. So I brought a bunch of stuff to Plato's Closet and I got back $140. I sold a pair of shoes for $30. I sold a pair of pants like on Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks. So everything kind of started to balance out. I had to buy a bathing suit from Walmart for like 20 bucks because I went to my mom's pool, forgot my bathing suit. I bought some makeup and then returned like half of it. And then this last one was kind of annoying. My New Balance sneakers, just like my everyday beige running shoes, got a hole in them. I'm like so annoyed. So I bought a replacement pair. I bought Reeboks this time, and I didn't know where to kind of budget these because I didn't want to buy them. Like, to me, it wasn't a treat yourself moment. It was like, I need to have shoes to like wear out of the house. So I didn't really know where to like categorize these as, so I put them in here. They were $150, which is so crazy. The price of shoes is just like going up and up because I had basically this exact same pair a couple years ago, and I think I paid like $80 or $90 for them. But all in all, with all of the purchases and the sales and the returns, my grand total for dining out was $454.91. So quite high, but like overall, it's just everything adding up to being so much money. So now if you guys are ready, let's get into the grand totals. My total cash spending was basically exactly on budget, plus the cowboy boots. So that was great. The total was $1,404. My total spending on credit was higher than I budgeted. I budgeted about $1,450, which was for the hotel and for the ski stuff. And then for like my gas and my transportation, I ended up spending $2,312. So all of that makes my total spending $3,622, which is very high. Like ideally that's what I would spend just in a month, but that doesn't include my fixed expenses. So with the fixed expenses, with the loan payment, my grand total spending is $5,991, almost $6,000. That is so high, like so high. I can't believe it. Just to give you guys something to kind of benchmark or like compare to, my income goal is usually around $6,000 before taxes. So spending that much money is really a lot. Now, I did receive, what helped me to like pay off the loan, be able to budget for skiing and all of that, is because I received like kind of a surprise payment. I had some money that was owed to me for like 2 years, from a brand that I was working with, and that money finally came through. So that was a big help. It didn't cover like everything, but it was a big help in kind of giving me like a little bonus injection of income this month, which is why, again, I was able to like budget more for this higher spending month. So that's why I was able to sleep at night. But yes, this is definitely a lot of money. I do not want it to be this high next month. I cannot afford for it to be that high next month. So I might enter hibernation mode. Anyways, you guys, that is everything I spent in a month. Keep an eye out because I will be doing my traditional monthly money for the month of October. So that should be out shortly. In that video, we will talk about like money goals and putting money into savings, budgeting for the upcoming month. What are my plans gonna be to kind of maybe bring my spending down and just like not buy another ski pass and not have to have car repairs and all of that. Anyways, you guys, I am so grateful to you watching this video. I am so grateful to PayPal for sponsoring this video. I will see you guys all in my next video. Say video one more time. All right, I'm done talking. Bye.